Hey guys, this is Ashwin here. In this video, we are going to solve the problem cutting boards. Alice gives Bob a board composed of 1 cross 1 wooden squares and asks him to find the minimum cost of breaking the board back down into its individual squares. To break the board down, Bob must make cuts along its horizontal and vertical lines. To reduce the board to squares, Bob makes horizontal and vertical cuts across the entire board. Each cut has a given cost, cost y of I or cost x of j, for each cut along a row or column across one board. So cost of y belongs to the row and cost of x belongs to the column. So when we make a cut along the way means we will use this cost. So the cost of a cut must be multiplied by the number of segments it crosses. The cost of cutting the whole board down into 1 cross 1 squares is the sum of the cost of each successive cut. Can you help Bob find the minimum cost? The number may be large, so print the value modulo 10 to the power of 9 plus 7. For example, you start with a 2 cross 2 board. There are two cuts to be made at a cost y of 1 equals 3 for the horizontal and cost x of 1 equal to 1 for the vertical. Your first cut is across one piece, the whole board. You choose to make the horizontal cut between rows 1 and 2 for a cost of 1 multiplies 3 is 3. The second cuts are vertical through the two smaller boards created in step 1 between the columns 1 and 2. Their cost is 2 cross 1 is 2. The total cost is 3 plus 2 is 5. And 5 modulus 10 to the power of 9 plus 7 is 5. So that is the result. So I guess you can able to clearly see how this works. So if it's a 2 cross 2 board means, maybe to understand this, maybe I'll just open a paint and show you how this works. I think you guys can see the paint. Now let's consider a 2 cross 2 board. So I'll just consider this as 2 cross 2 board. So this is the size of 2. There are two cuts to be made at cost of y equals 3 for the horizontal cut. Horizontal means here, vertical means this one. So this is horizontal and this is vertical. Now, so your first cut is across one piece, the whole board. You choose to make the horizontal cut between rows 1 and 2 for a cost of 3. So this is the row. I am just making a cut here. So this cost is 3. So 3 is added. Now after that, this board is splitted into two, right? So two parts are there. Now here if you consider cost of x is 1, so the cost is 1 here. Now when you make a cut through a vertical manner, this one, so you are passing through two boards, two separate boards. So this one a separate cost and this one a separate cost. So the total is 2 and finally the total cost is 5. Like that you can able to find the cost. So what you have to do is minimize the cost in the overall operation. Now maybe let's consider some examples. So here the query is around 20 and m and n can go up to 10 to the power of 6. So that is a huge number. You can't able to do it in n square. So we definitely have to do it in a optimal way. So anyway we are going to solve it in n log n. That's because of the sorting operation. Here also they have considered 2 cross 2 board. I think we seen a similar example, only the cost is different here. Here we have a bigger one, 6 cross 4 board, and these are the cost for each row and the column. So what we are going to do is sort this in ascending order or descending order, any way you want. So both the arrays should be in a sorted manner. So if you take a bigger number, bigger cost, that is 4 means you can take any one of this 4 here. Maybe let's consider a bigger one. So first I'm just considering the horizontal one. So here we are just cutting the first row in a horizontal manner. So I'm just cutting this. So this will cost 4. So 4 is added. Now we have two pieces of board here. In the vertical manner, if you cut means it will take 2 cost. So after that, when you see the next higher cost, that is also 4. So we'll be passing through 2 cuts. So if I cut it like this, I'm just passing it to 2 board. So again, we have like 4 individual pieces of boards. We have to keep track of how many splits we have in a horizontal and vertical manner. So we will just make the variable as h and v. So if you cut in horizontal manner, we will increment the vertical by 1. If you cut in the vertical manner means we will increment horizontal by 1. So in the initial case, it will be by default 1 because we have a one whole board. So now it will be 2, this will be 2, and when you are calculating the cost, you will be just multiplying by the cost. So when you are cutting it vertically, you are incrementing horizontal by 1, and this will be 4 cross 2. So we have 2 vertical pieces. So 4 cross 2 is 8. So 8 will be added, and the next bigger number is 3. So that is in the horizontal manner. Now if you cut it like this, you are just passing 2 pieces. So that is horizontal in 2 way. So 2 into 3 is 6. 6. Now we will increment this by 1, so that will be 3. Like that it will keep on going, and we will calculate the total cost. That's how it works. I think rest of the problem we can able to solve easily. Maybe I will just do the code. You can able to clearly understand how this works. Now let's dive into the code. As I already mentioned, we have to keep track of several variables. So first one will be h equals v equals 1. So this is for the number of horizontal and vertical splits we have done so far. So initially it will be 1, and after that we have to do the sorting operation. So that will be cost y dot sort, and after that cost x dot sort. So I'm just sorting it in ascending order. So when you sort in ascending order means I will be just removing the element from the last. So we can just pop the element. It will be in order of 1, that is a constant time. So it will be easier for us if you are dealing with arrays. So if you are managing with any other data structures like queue or other data structures means you can able to sort in descending order and take it from the front. So I'm just sorting in ascending order, and I will be just take this from the reverse. So now after that we have to keep track of the variables for both of these arrays, cost y and cost x. So I'll be having separate variables, that is high equals len of cost y minus 1. So this is the last element of cost y, len of cost x minus 1. So this is for j, and after that we have to create a variable for cost. Cost equals 0. So initially the cost is 0. Now we will dive into the logic. So this will be the main logic. I'm going to create a while loop while I greater than or equal to 0 and j greater than or equal to 0. So this is the initial condition, and after that we are going to check the cost. So if cost y of I is greater than or equal to cost x of I, what I am checking is I am just comparing the last element. Maybe let's get the arrays here. So if I consider this one, so after sorting it, it will be like this. So 1 1 2 3 4. So this is the array for cost y, and for cost x, so it will be 1 2 and 4. So these are the two cost. So currently I and j will point to the last element. I am just comparing these two 4s here, and if you compare and it satisfies the condition, means we will get the last element, that is equal cut equals cost underscore y dot pop. I'm just popping the last element and store it in the variable cut. Now cost plus equals cut, that is the cutting cost, and multiplies horizontal. So this is the number of horizontal splits we have. When we are cutting it horizontal, vertical splits will increase. So for that, I'm just adding v plus 1, and also we have to decrement I by 1 because we are traversing from reverse. So this is the whole operation for a single cut. So this is for the horizontal manner. So if we have in the else part, if this cost is bigger, means we will do the similar operation, cut equals cost x dot pop. Similarly, we are just popping the cost cut, and after that we are incrementing the cost, that will be cut multiplies v. Now here horizontal will be increases, so h plus equals 1, and we have to decrement j by 1. So this is the whole logic. So it will do until any one of them reaches less than 0. That is, if one of the list is empty, means only remaining list will be there. So for that we have to code it separately. So as you can able to see, these two cost are in different lengths. So anyway, something will finish first. So here if you consider both of them, means it will cover these things, and after that only one list will have higher number of elements, that is here. So this list will ended. Now if you have some remaining elements or cost to cut, means if I greater than or equal to 0, that means if it has some elements, I will say cost plus equals sum of cost underscore y multiplies h. And similarly, if j greater than or equal to 0, cost plus equals sum of cost of x multiplies v. So why I'm adding all the cost and directly multiplying it by h? So when any one of the list are empty, means we are just adding the remaining cuts as a total and multiplying it by the horizontal splits. So here we are just directly multiplying with by h. We are not incrementing this b or in the opposite case h, because when the while loop breaks, one part will completely over. So that's why we don't have to increment h or v in this step. We're just going to sum the remaining cost available and multiply it by the number of splits so far. So after this, we'll be having the final cost. So we will be return cost modulus. So they have mentioned, like here they have mentioned it, right, 10 to the power of 9 plus 7. We have to do that, or else so many test cases will fail. I forgot to do in the first time when I try to solve this problem. So 10 to the power of 9 plus 7. So that's will return the cost, and this is the whole logic for our problem. Let's run the code once to check whether it is working or not. It's having some runtime error. Yes, I think I have mistakenly mentioned it as high, so I will just change it to j. Let's run it again. Now it passed the sample test case. I think this will pass all the test cases too. So this is a hard problem, but we just solved it in an optimal way. We didn't do that much of a operation. We just divide this problem into a sub problems and try to use the greedy approach. So here we just sort the cost array, and we are just already minimize the cost by taking the highest cost cut in the beginning to avoid more number of cost. So that's the objective. I have done it here, and if there are any remaining cost available means I just take the sum and multiply the cut here. So that will satisfy the condition. This is almost similar to some merge sort, so that's why I just used a similar operation here. If you see that, like when you are traversing both the array means some array will finish first, so the same way of approach I just used here. And finally we have to do this modulo operation. If you are using other language other than Python means you have to use the modulus operation in the while loop itself to avoid some variable overflow. So Python can handle large integer, that's why I just done it in the end. If you are using Java or C++, make sure to initiate a proper data type and use the modulus frequently in the loop itself. Okay, let's submit the code now. Yes, it has passed all the test cases. I think this is a simple approach. If you have any other approach apart from this means please leave a comment below. It will be very helpful for others. And if this video is helpful to you, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the video to your friends if this is helpful. See you guys in the next video.